Okay guys, welcome back to another episode 9 I believe it is. Today we are going to be working on our Christmas game again, but we are going to jump into our prefab and we are going to try and assign it a random target picture, sprite renderer, whatever you call it. So instead of only having our Santa's heads being rendered as target objects, we want to have them random. So I went onto the internet and found a few more images or PNGs that we can use, and those include a reindeer, a snowman, and the original one we had as a Santa's head. So we're going to go into the game and create a script that will do this for us. So let's jump into it and start this, and then if that works, what we'll do next is we will start working on allowing the user to actually press on them and destroy them when they pop up into the game. So let's go and do that. So let's click on our Santa's head. So this is the one that we currently have, and we have a sprite renderer on the prefab which will allow us to change the image. We have our moving target script on it already, but I don't think we really want to assign a image to our prefab using the move target script because that's just weird. We don't really want to do that. What we'll do instead is we will add a new script and we will call this, what will we call this? Let's go and say random sprite, I don't know, something like that. You can call it whatever you want. We shall create that and put that on there. Then wherever that is, we will go and open that up. So let's go and edit this. So in here, we don't need our update method, so we can get rid of that. We'll need our start method because we want to do that straight away, and we will need a new serialized field. This is going to be an array of sprite renderers, I think. So let's go and say private, you can spell correctly, is private sprite renderer. Actually no, it's not going to be a sprite renderer. I think it's just going to be an array of sprites. So we'll call this target objects. We'll just call it that, I think. So we'll save that, and then let's go back onto here and see if this is correct. So we can now assign, I think we have 3, so let's go and drag in our 3 pictures. So our reindeer, let's not click on that. So Santa's head. Well, first of all, I'm going to rename this because it's no longer Santa's head, it's now just a target. So rename file. So on our target, let's go and drag in our reindeer, our Santa's head, and our snowman. Do that, save that. So that seems to be working. So now we need to go and randomly assign one of these sprites to our sprite renderer. So in our start method, we can, well, first of all, let's go and get that sprite renderer. So here we can say, let's just do the same thing, copy and paste. And instead of an array of sprites, we can say sprite renderer, and we can just call this sprite renderer like that. And then in our start method, we can go and say int random target. If I can type target is equal to random dot range, I think it's just range like that, and then it's going to be from 0 to our, what's it going to be? It's going to be our target 0, target objects dot length. So depending on how many pictures we add into our target object, it's always going to use the number of what's it called, number of pictures that are in that array as the maximum value. There we go, finally got there. So now we can say sprite renderer dot sprite is equal to the target object at our random target like that. So that should assign our sprite as soon as the target is instantiated into the scene. So let's go and play this now and see if this is what we get. So first one we get is our Santa's head. The next one we get is still our Santa's head, and we are getting an error. So let's go and see what this is. Variable sprite render. Oh, we have not assigned that. So on our target we can go and drag our sprite renderer into there, and we'll leave it as a Santa's head as default. So we'll save that, and let's play the game and see if this works. So we should get random pictures. So we get a Santa's head first, then we get a reindeer, then we get another Santa, and then another Santa. So it's completely random. So there we have our snowman, and so on. So they all completely random, which is good. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to change the speed of our pop-up speed. So I want that to be a little bit faster. So let's say about 10. Actually, let's go and say 12 and see what that looks like. So I'll say 12, jump back into here and see. Did I save that? I did. So let's see how fast that is and if it's fast enough. Okay, so they pop up, pop up, pop up. There we go. It works nicely. Okay, so it probably is a little bit too slow, but the delay between the next ones appearing. So let's go and change that. Let's try 2.5 and see what that's like. So I'll play that. Hopefully now the delay is better. It's not that important for now. So let's see. I mean, I think that's a bit too fast. Yeah, that's a bit too fast. Let's go and say 0.4. We'll leave that like that. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go and start working on allowing the player to destroy these objects when they get tapped on. So to do that, on our target prefab, we'll open this up, and first of all, let's edit this box collider. Actually, we'll leave it like that, because depending on the size of the where's our reindeer? Depending on there it is. So depending on the different sizes of the images, it's always going to be different. So we'll leave it like that. We could probably make it a little bit smaller. Let's just do that. Let's make it a little bit smaller like this. Something like that. So then we can change the snowman to Santa. Yeah, that's fine. And then reindeer. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll leave that like that. Okay, we'll save that. So back to our target. Let's go and see. We have a box collider on there. Okay, so now let's go and add another script onto this, and we will call this one what can we call this? This needs to handle our on collision. Do we on our move target? We don't have our on collision. No, that is in our destroy target object. Okay, which we could probably reuse. Can we reuse this destroy target object? Actually, let's go and look it up. How to destroy a game object in Unity when clicking on it. Let's bring that into here so you can see what I'm looking at, wherever that's gone. So if input, that get mouse button down. Okay, how do I destroy object on click? I'm making a game with trees that can be destroyed when they click with the mouse. It seems a lot more complex than I thought. I need help, thanks. Okay, that is a great question, but has not been answered. Destroy object on mouse click. we could. I think we are gonna have to use raycast. So let's go and try this and see if it works. So on our target, let's go see target. Let's set that back to Santa just because I prefer that. That's what we've been using. But let's go and add a new script, and we will call this destroy. What are we going to call it? Destroy on mouse. Mouse click, yeah. We'll call it that. New script, we'll add that onto there. And we'll drag it into our scripts folder. And then we can figure out how to do our raycast. So destroy, put that in there, and then put that in there as well. So we'll open up a destroy mouse click. Backend exit code, yeah, okay, that's fine. So back onto our scripts. Here is our destroy on mouse click. So in our, we don't really need our start, I don't think. So in our update method, we are going to figure out when we click on the object. So let's go and say if the input dot get button down 0, I think it is. So I think that corresponds to our mouse button, our left mouse button. So let's go and say debug, whatever that, I don't know what that is. Debug.log and see if this works. Mouse down, I don't know, we'll do something like that just to make sure it works. So I think we've already added that to our target. So now we need to be, just for testing purposes, I am going to create a delay of 5 seconds. Just so that we don't have to struggle and try and destroy them, or click on them rather. So let's play the game and see if this works. So where's our object? Okay, button is not set up. Settings, input, let's go to that. File, build settings, let's go do this. Player settings, I think it is. Input, wherever input is, where's input? Input manager. This is where you can configure axes. Okay, so input, jump, mouse, scroll, vertical, submit, mouse X, I think, I don't know, dead. Let's try that and see if that works. So let's play the game again and see if this works. So did we get any debugs? Yeah. Okay, we didn't, but let's see. Argument is input button 0 not set up. Let's look this up and try and figure out. Input button not set up Unity. In the input manager, follow these steps. You should be a number that says 17. Increase that one. Where's our script? I think we're doing this wrong. Let's go here and say get mouse button down. Let's try that. Save that, and then let's see. This needs to be just 0, I think. Let's try that now, because that should work without setting up anything. So we can click on that. Okay, so that does work. Cool. So now that we have got that ready and working, we can get rid of that, and now we can work on destroying the objects. So let's see. Over here we need to say we create a new ray cast. So let's say ray cast. Where is it? Ray cast. Ray is equal to camera dot main dot screen pointer array. So this is gonna pick up wherever your mouse clicks. It's gonna shoot out like an array cast, and then if it's on the target object, it will destroy it, hopefully. So this is gonna use our input dot mouse position like that. So I think we might need to import this. No. Let's have a look here and see. Ray cast could not be found. Unity. Ray cast hit hits, yeah. Let's just try that and see if it works. We'll use 2D because it is a 2D game, and everything else in our Ray engine.ray. Do we need to use just Ray? We'll try that and see if it works. So this needs to be Ray cast hit, and then we can see so we can say if physics dot ray cast, then we'll check if our ray hits anything, and if it does, we can go and destroy it. So cannot convert Unity engine.ray to vector2. Interesting. Okay. We need to try and let's try this. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, let's try and see. Thank you. If we change this from 2D, let's try that. Argument 2 cannot convert from raycast hit to vector 3. Let's try this. Let's go and say debug.log and see what we get. Let's type hit here. We shall run this and see what we get. So if we click on our targets, nothing really happens. Okay, so let's go and Google this and see if we can try and figure it out. Can't be found, error message. let's go and use using ray casts in Unity. So where's the documentation? Unity 2d.raycast. Okay, so here let's see. Cast array straight down. Raycast hit 2d. There's our game here. Okay. Raycast hit 2. Let's try that. Cannot implicitly convert type ray to raycast hit 2d. Okay, so this is a ray. Unity engine.ray. .ray. We don't need to import that. Ray 2d. Try that. And then this. Let's. Okay, no, ray to ray 2d, this just needs to be ray, I'm guessing. And then I don't really know why that's not working. Argument 2 cannot, let's see, use of unassigned variable, local variable hit. How to destroy game object when clicked on? Okay, let's try something different. Here, let's try this. Ray, camera is equal to camera.main.screen pointing to ray. Input the mouse button down. Yeah, if physics.raycast ray out hit, then we can say destroy hit. Get rid of that because we don't need that. So let's have a look here and see if this actually works, and then if it does, instead of just printing out the message, we can actually go and destroy it. So hit that and nothing happens. As you can see, obviously, why would it? So let's figure this out. Yeah, I'm gonna say debug.log working. That is not right. What am I doing? So in here we want to say working. Save that, and then let's play this and see if we get anything. Okay, so that's still working. Then in here, it's still not working over here. So if we get rid of that, okay, so that's not working. Let's go try something else. This might take us a while to figure out how to fix it. We might have to continue this in the next episode. We'll just go through different ones and see what works. Where's our browser? I've never actually used Raycast before, so this might involve some research. Let's go and say how to destroy by clicking on it. Oh, remember, this one is the one that doesn't have an answer. That's what we've got, but it's not working. I'm just gonna put this in and see if this actually works. Let's paste that in there, and then if it does work, it should destroy the game object that it hits. So let's play that and see if it works. If this doesn't work, then I will go, and obviously you can see it's not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that, but I'm also going to end this episode over here because we are coming up on 26 minutes. We'll end this here, and I'll go back and do some research on how to do raycast because I haven't actually worked with them before. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. So thank you again for watching, and the next episode we will finish the destroying of the target objects, hopefully. Thank you and goodbye.